Tonight's story will leave you speechless. When a terrified young girl ran into a hospital for help, 97 bikers showed up to protect her, shocking all of America. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also tell me, where are you watching from? Let's get started.
Will I be okay?
You're going to be just fine. We're here for you.
It was a cold winter night in Boise, Idaho, when 12-year-old Lily Turner came running into the emergency room, bruised, trembling, and crying so hard she could barely breathe. Nurse Emily Hart, who had worked night shifts for 13 years, instantly knew something was wrong. Lily flinched every time someone came near her, and she kept repeating, "Please, don't let him find me." Emily gently guided her into a private room, wrapped her in a warm blanket, and assured her she was safe. Bit by bit, the truth came out. Lily's stepfather, a man with a violent past, had attacked her at home. She escaped through the back door and ran half a mile barefoot in the snow until she found the hospital's glowing sign. Emily immediately called the police, but she also made another important phone call to her brother Jack Hart, a respected member of the Iron Vipers Motorcycle Club, known across Idaho for protecting kids in danger. Emily knew that Lily's stepfather had connections with local criminals, and she feared he would attempt to storm the hospital before the police could arrive. Jack picked up the phone on the first ring. When Emily explained the situation, he didn't hesitate. "Send me the address. We are coming," he said. Within minutes, the Iron Vipers group chat exploded with messages. The members didn't care that it was nearly midnight, snowing heavily, or that half of them were asleep. A child needed protection, and for bikers like them, that was enough. By 1:15 a.m., the quiet hospital parking lot began to tremble with the deep rumble of motorcycle engines. One bike, then 5, then 20. Soon, the entire lot was filled with leather jackets, heavy boots, and glistening chrome. Passers-by stared in disbelief as the number grew to 97 bikers, lined up in formation like a wall of steel. Inside, Emily peeked through the blinds and felt a wave of relief. They were here. Lily was safe now. The hospital security team stepped outside, initially nervous, but Jack greeted them politely. "We're not here to cause trouble," he explained. "We're here to protect the girl inside." The head of security, after a quick radio call confirming the situation, nodded. "Then we're on the same team," he said. The bikers spread out around the building, some at the entrance, some by the emergency doors, and others patrolling the perimeter on foot. Despite the freezing air, none of them complained. Their breath turned into mist, their boots sank into snow, but their determination didn't waver. Inside the hospital room, Lily peeked through the window and saw dozens of leather-clad men standing guard. She clutched the blanket and whispered, "Are they here for me?" Emily smiled, brushing the girl's hair gently. "Yes, sweetheart, they're all here for you." And for the first time that night, Lily felt her heart beat slow. She felt safe, truly safe. But none of them knew that the real storm was about to begin. The snow was still falling outside the Boise Regional Hospital when a black pickup truck screeched to a halt at the entrance around 2 a.m. Behind the wheel was Rick Dalton, Lily's stepfather. He stumbled out, reeking of alcohol, shouting her name like a madman. His heavy boots crunched against the ice as he stormed toward the front doors, cursing and yelling that his daughter better be returned to him. But he froze the moment he saw what was waiting for him. Nearly 100 bikers, men and women in thick leather jackets with the Iron Vipers insignia, stood shoulder to shoulder, blocking the hospital entrance. Their faces were cold, silent, and unreadable. The only sound was the hum of motorcycle engines and the wind howling through the parking lot. Jack Hart stepped forward, pulling off his gloves slowly. "You must be Rick," he said evenly. Rick sneered. "Yeah, and who the hell are you supposed to be?" Jack's voice was calm, but carried weight. "The man who's telling you this is as far as you go." Rick tried to shove past him, but two bikers instantly stepped forward, their massive frames forming an immovable wall. A few police officers had already been dispatched, but it was the bikers who were now holding the line. Emily watched nervously from inside, hoping her brother could handle it before things got out of control. Rick grew red with rage. He started shouting threats, swearing that he'd get his kid back. But before he could take another step, Jack raised his hand and said firmly, "You laid hands on a child. You lost every right to call her yours." At that moment, headlights appeared at the edge of the lot. 3 police cruisers rolled up, sirens flashing. Officers stepped out, weapons lowered but ready. The lead officer, Deputy Collins, recognized Jack immediately. They worked together before when the Iron Vipers helped break up a local trafficking ring. Collins took one look at the bikers surrounding the hospital and nodded in understanding. "You guys holding things down?" "She's safe inside," Jack replied. "Good," Collins said, turning toward Rick. "Rick Dalton, you're under arrest for child abuse and endangerment." Rick shouted and resisted, but he was quickly handcuffed and dragged toward the patrol car. The bikers didn't cheer, didn't clap. They simply stood silent as justice took its course. When the police convoy finally drove away, Jack turned to his men. "We did what we came here for. Let's go tell the kid she's safe." Inside, Lily sat up in her hospital bed, eyes wide, as the group entered quietly. She didn't know what to say. Jack knelt beside her, offering a small silver bracelet with the Iron Viper's emblem. "This means you've got family now," he said softly, "and family doesn't let bad people win." Tears filled Lily's eyes as she hugged him tightly. "Thank you," she whispered. The next morning, the story spread across the country. 97 bikers storm hospital to protect a girl and restore faith in humanity. For the first time in a long while, the people of Boise didn't just see bikers as rough riders, they saw them as heroes.